welcome to my channel, Snow Canyon Stitcher. This is episode, I believe, 20. I hope everybody had a great week, that you got some good stitching time in, and that you enjoyed a wonderful Mother's Day. I certainly did. It's always a joy. My children are always blessing me during Mother's Day, whether it be fixing me something to drink or just coming and sitting with me and chatting with me. It's really nice. I always enjoy Mother's Day. First Mother's Day without my mom, but I did a little bit of a prayer and I felt better. But I want to welcome back my regular subscribers. Thank you for joining me again this week. I hope you're doing well. I hope this video finds you doing well. And I want to welcome any new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in to my video today. It's a channel where we talk about cross stitch, our works in progress, each week. I got quite a bit of stitching done this week. I actually was going to look on my whip board, or my whip go board, to see how well I did, and I forgot to do that before I started my video. But I actually pulled out some old whips and worked on them. So there's two that I can fill in. Well, actually one for sure. And I'll just write that in there right quick. And I will go ahead and get started sharing what I worked on this week. Let's see. So first of the week, right after I did my Flosstube last Saturday, I settled in and I started working on my, I say it's mine, it's my husband's. I'm doing this for him. I had started out doing this one on 20 count that I bought from 1-2-3 Stitch. And while I love the fabric, I want to do this on, I want to make it into a cushion when I'm done. And I just didn't feel like that it was, darn it, and I left the image downstairs again. I'll show right here what it's supposed to look like when it's done. But I started stitching on it on 20 count, and I just didn't feel like it was going to be large enough. So I decided that I would go to a bigger, how do you say that? Because a larger count would mean a smaller haul. So anyway, I decided to do it on, this was 20 count, and decided that I would do it on 16 count, maybe even 14 count. So right after I did my Flosstube, I went and colored some fabric and started working on that. And so the pattern is like 200 and something by 200, I think it's 202 by 202. And it calls for, I think on 16 count was 15 by 17. So this fabric was the kind that you buy in the package, and it was actually 15 by 18, I believe. So, I'm sorry. So the stitched design is 14 1/4. And this fabric is 15. That's right, because I was going to do it on 14 count and it was 15 on 14 count. But on the 16 count, it was 14 1/4. So I was like, okay, I'll do it on 16 count. But the fabric, it comes in 15-inch wide. So when it's gonna be about a 1/2 inch on each side. So it's gonna really get close to the edge, but I think it's all good. It's really turning out pretty. I love it. And I love it on this fabric. I colored it myself, or dyed it myself. And I still need to fill in that one flower, but I made quite a bit of progress. Let's see, I worked on this Sunday, Mother's Day, I worked on it. And then I worked on it again on Monday. And I've got 70 stitches, so I guess this is close to 70 stitches that I did over the course of 3 days. I'm kind of a slow stitcher. That's okay. And so I worked on that. Good, my flosses are a mess. A lot of different flosses. 47 to be exact. How about you guys? Are any of you guys working on a large piece that has a lot of different colors? What's the largest number of colors that you've worked on? If you can recall the number of different colors that a pattern called for. Let me know in the comment. I had to plug in my phone because it was low on battery. So I hit the cord. It's plugged in, charging right now. Okay, so then on Tuesday, I started working on my Plant a Garden, which is by Jareen Jones cross stitch, and I probably don't have a picture of it either. Seriously, make a note to go downstairs and grab those papers. I left them down there when I moved up here. Yeah, I don't have a picture, so I'll include a photo of it here, what it'll look like once it's done. And I worked on this one just Tuesday. Just worked on it Tuesday. Let me take some of these needles out. I'm actually enjoying it. I started stitching with a size 24 needle, and I am enjoying it. Even on the, I worked on a couple larger, smaller count, however you say that, and continued to use that size needle, and I'm enjoying it. So, I shared a photo of what it was supposed to look like, and this is what it looks like now. This is the progress I made on it. So I finished this flower. It's completely finished, and I started working on the next one right here. And so now all I need to do is do the back stitch around it and around these flowers. And so it's coming along pretty good. I colored this fabric too. And so even if I just do a flower a week, it's going to take me a little while, but I really want to give some attention to my other webs. I've had them stored for way too long now, and I really need to get those going. So here's some of the colors, and it's kind of a mess. And so I worked on that Tuesday. So pretty outside today. Nice and sunny, and there's a little bit of a cool wind in the air. Cool wind in the air. Okay. So then I worked on, so I had, passed over this whip so many times, and I decided, you know what, I said, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make myself work on it. And I'm so glad I did, because I remembered the joy I had in stitching on it. And if I can remember, this looks like, trying to remember the color of the name of the fabric. I don't think I have my cross stitch book up here, but I listed everything. I don't think I have it up here with me, but I like to write the fabric count and everything in there when I start a pattern. So I grabbed my Fractor Flowers by La Ti Da, and this was part of my 2019 Mania. And I think I started 15 new patterns that year, the one and only time that I've participated. So that's how old this whip is. And I actually worked on it 3 days. Okay, that can't be right, because I know I worked on Sarah Jackson too. I think I have that wrong. I think I worked on Sarah Jackson Saturday. Anyway, this is the progress I made. I had did a, what do you call it? When you share all your whips. I had shared it, I think in March, but I was able to finish the vase and the bottom part. I filled in all of that yellow design on the front of it. And I was able to stitch most of the bird. There wasn't any of the bird done, so that's how far I got on that. And I think I worked on it for 3 days, yeah. And so the lighting's not that great, but I want to call this fabric Heather. I know it's by Picture This Plus, but it's not Heartland. I think it's on Heartland. So yeah, I just love this pattern. So I got quite a bit of that done this week, and I will continue. I actually made that part of my whip go board for May. I filled it in for number 14. So that one, and I probably, yeah. Okay, so I worked on that one. I didn't get a chance to work on my Land That I Love, but that is on my radar. And the last but not least, I worked on Sarah Jackson. Or did I share? Maybe I didn't work on it this week. Did I show this last? I don't remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I showed this in my last video where I finished the border. Oh my gosh, my weeks are running together. But I finished the border. I think I did share this in my last one. I finished the border on that one. And I had a goal this past week. I wanted to finish the border on my Land That I Love. So maybe I'll make that goal for this week. But I think it was the week before. But I'll just share my Land That I Love, my progress on it. And then hopefully next video, I'll have the border done. So I don't know, it seems like once you get the border done, everything else just seems to go faster. So here's the Land. I'm sure you've seen this before. And this is the progress I've made so far. And so I just have those flowers to go. I need to finish the flowers on the border. And then, so that's going to be a goal this week. I might actually start working on that one tonight and get that border. Alrighty. I don't have any haul this week. I've been being a good girl. But I'm still shopping. I'm window shopping. Oh, there's several pieces. And I'm on the radar for a new long dog sampler. I have just really been craving to start something new. like a sampler. I've been looking at a few from Hands Across the Sea. I just really have that cross-stitchy, I don't know, cross-stitch fever. So I may have next week, I may have something, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's about everything I have to share with you guys this week. I hope everybody's doing well and they had a good Mother's Day. And good weather. I know it's warming up in several places. Our weather was nice this week. It didn't get too warm anywhere. Everybody's irises and everything's blooming, and it's just so pretty. I was actually thinking about planting at least some irises, because they seem to do well here. When we first moved in, I had put some hydrangeas out front, and the deers ate them all. So I'm a little reluctant as far as planting flowers, but I've noticed that a lot of people have the irises coming up, and I guess the deers don't mess with those. So maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. It's probably too late now, but I could plant them I think that you plant them in the fall. They're bulbs, so I think you plant them in the fall and then they come up in the spring. So, but anyway, that's all I have to share today. And I think so. Yep. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It's only 15 minutes in. It's kind of a short video today, but I will be back next week, hopefully, and be able to share another floss tube with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, see ya. Thank you.